For 7 centuries, the VA-Kesh Armada had swept across the galaxy unopposed. Their dreadnoughts were mountains of metal and fury, powered by technology that made other species weep in despair. Entire civilizations had knelt before them rather than face annihilation. Today, they faced the Mineral Confederacy's last stand at the Proxima Nebula. 20 Confederate cruisers fought desperately against 50 VA-Kesh warships, buying time for evacuation transports to escape. It was a massacre. Fleet Commander Tharnek watched the battle from his flagship's command throne with bored satisfaction. Another victory. Another species broken. The Confederacy would join the long list of those who had learned that resistance was futile. "Commander," his sensor officer interrupted. "New contact emerging from slip space. Single vessel. Terran signature." Tharnek's scales rippled with amusement. "Terrans? The pacifist traitors? Are they lost?" "Negative, Commander. They're broadcasting a message." The holographic display flickered to life. A human female in a crisp military uniform appeared, her dark eyes cold as void space. "Captain Sarah Okonkwo of the Terran Federation Navy. VA-Kesh Armada, this is the TFN Indomitable. You are hereby ordered to cease hostilities against the Mineral Confederacy and withdraw from this sector. This is your only warning." Tharnek's laughter boomed through the bridge. "One ship? The humans send one ship against the Armada?" He opened a channel. "Captain, your courage exceeds your intelligence. Withdraw, or share the Confederacy's fate." "We tried diplomacy," Okonkwo replied quietly. "You chose war. So be it." The Indomitable emerged fully from slip space, and Tharnek's laughter died. The Terran Battleship was a nightmare made manifest. Where VA-Kesh vessels were elegant curves and flowing lines, the Indomitable was brutal functionality, a 12-kilometer wedge of armor plating, weapon batteries, and purpose. It looked less like a ship and more like a piece of Earth's violent history had been launched into space. "All ships, concentrate fire on the Terran vessel," Tharnek ordered. 20 VA-Kesh dreadnoughts turned their weapons on the Indomitable. Energy beams that could vaporize mountains struck its hull. For a moment, space itself seemed to scream with the power unleashed. When the light cleared, the Indomitable was still there. Scorched, yes. But intact. And now, it was firing back. What happened next would rewrite every military doctrine in the galaxy. The Terran Battleship didn't use elegant particle beams or quantum torpedoes. It used what humans had perfected over millennia of killing each other: kinetic weapons. Railguns that accelerated slugs to a fraction of light speed. Missiles that thought for themselves and couldn't be jammed. And something the sensors couldn't quite classify: weapons that seemed to tear reality itself. 3 VA-Kesh dreadnoughts simply ceased to exist in the first salvo. No explosion, no debris field. Just gone. "Impossible!" Tharnek roared. "Our shields." "Their weapons ignore conventional shielding," the sensor officer's voice cracked. "They're using mass driver technology we haven't seen in. Commander, they're using primitive weapons, but at velocities and scales we never imagined possible." The Indomitable moved through the VA-Kesh formation like a blade through water. Its point defense systems created walls of depleted uranium that shredded incoming missiles. Its main guns spoke with the voice of apocalypse. Confederate ships, sensing the tide turning, rallied and pressed their attack. Within 20 minutes, 30 VA-Kesh warships were destroyed or crippled. The remainder broke formation and fled. Tharnek stared at the tactical display in disbelief. 7 centuries of unchallenged dominance, ended by a single human ship. Captain Okonkwo's face reappeared on the display. "Commander Tharnek, you're still alive because we chose mercy today. The Terran Federation has avoided galactic conflicts because we hoped our presence wouldn't be necessary. But the Mineral Confederacy are our allies, and we protect our friends. She leaned forward slightly. You called your fleet an armada. We call the Indomitable a deterrent. We have 200 more just like her. So here's what happens next: you will withdraw from Confederate space. You will pay reparations. And you will never again attack a species under Terran protection. And if we refuse?